No one expected the body to move. It was found at dawn, behind the old bus station, laid out near a rusted fence. The man's name was Eli Carter, 36, night guard, known for drinking bad coffee and keeping to himself. A thin cut crossed his throat. Clean, careful, the kind of wound that said someone knew what they were doing. Officer Lena Moore arrived first. She stood over the body, hands on her belt, breathing slow. She noticed details others missed. The way Eli's shoes were clean, even though the ground was wet. The way his phone was gone, but his wallet was still there. The way his eyes were open, fixed on nothing. This was a message, not loud, not messy, a quiet kind of warning. They took photos, they marked the ground, they covered the body and loaded it into the van. Case opened, time logged. Simple. But nothing stayed simple. At noon, the call came in. A body was found in the river park. Same cut, same clothes, same face. Lena felt her stomach drop. She drove fast, too fast, siren off, mind racing. The body lay near the water, half in the grass, as if someone had gently placed it there. Eli Carter, again. His skin looked paler now, colder, but it was him, there was no doubt. Someone joked about twins, someone laughed. Lena didn't. She walked the scene slowly. The ground was dry, no drag marks, no footprints leading in or out. The river was calm, no signs the body had been pulled from the water. And then she saw it. A small red thread tied around Eli's finger. It hadn't been there before. Lena felt watched, not from the trees, not from the street, from the idea itself, like the case was staring back at her. That night she couldn't sleep, because bodies don't move on their own, and someone wanted her to notice. By morning, the story had spread. 2 scenes, 1 body. The press asked questions that didn't fit. The chief avoided answers. The morgue reported something worse. Eli Carter's body was missing. Gone from cold storage. No broken locks, no alarms triggered. Just an empty tray still cold. Lena stood there, staring. She noticed the red thread again. Or rather, she noticed it was gone. Security footage showed nothing. Static at the exact minutes that mattered. Someone had planned this. Someone patient. At 3:17 p.m., another call. An abandoned apartment building, 3rd floor, room with no furniture, 1 window nailed shut. The body sat in a chair. Eli Carter looked almost peaceful. Hands folded, red thread back on his finger. This time there was something else. A note. Only 3 words. Wrong place first. Lena felt a chill that had nothing to do with the room. She understood then. The killer wasn't hiding. They were correcting something. The autopsy told a strange story. Eli had died only once, same time, same wound, but his body showed signs of being moved after death, carefully, repeatedly. Lena dug into Eli's life. Night shifts, security logs. One report stood out. 2 weeks earlier, Eli had filed a complaint about noises in the old courthouse basement, about a man entering rooms that were supposed to be sealed. The report was closed, no follow-up. Lena visited the courthouse. In the basement, she found scratch marks on the walls, and the smell that didn't belong. Behind the false panel, she found bones, small ones, old ones. Eli had seen something he shouldn't have, and someone had seen him see it. The body moved again, this time to Lena's past. It appeared outside her childhood home, on the sidewalk at sunrise, just a few feet from the old mailbox her father once fixed every winter. The same cracked pavement, the same crooked tree. Lena arrived before the tape went up. She stood there longer than she should have. Memories pressed in. Bike rides, screaming matches, doors slammed too hard. This place had watched her grow, and now it was watching her fail. The red thread was tied in tighter, cutting slightly into the skin. The note read, "You were close." Lena felt the trap closing. She walked the street slowly, counting steps, watching windows. Someone nearby knew exactly what this meant. Someone wanted her to feel seen. Then she realized something worse. Every place the body appeared had a story tied to silence. The bus station where workers ignored fights, the park where screams blended into night noise, the courthouse where reports vanished, and now this street where neighbors looked away. These were not random locations, they were witnesses, places that saw wrong things and did nothing. The killer wasn't chasing fear, they were chasing memory, and they were guiding her step by step towards something buried. Lena found him at last. Jonah Pike lived alone near the records yard, in a narrow house filled with boxes, no curtains, no locks on the doors, like he had nothing left to protect. He didn't run when she knocked. He smiled. "You finally followed the path," he said softly. Inside, the walls were covered with maps, red circles, dates, names crossed out, photos of places, not people. "The body never moved," Jonah said, pouring 2 cups of cold coffee. "People did. I just reminded them." He confessed calmly to killing Eli, to moving the body, to choosing the locations. No anger in his voice, only purpose. Eli had seen the bones, had planned to talk. Jonah couldn't allow that yet. "They buried truth for years," Jonah said. "Rooms, files, lives. I wanted the city to walk past its own guilt." Lena listened, heart heavy. Then Jonah leaned closer. "Eli wasn't meant to die first," he said. Lena understood. This wasn't revenge. It was rehearsal. The final location was the courthouse basement, the place where it began, where walls hid bones and paperwork hid names. The body was returned there, at last, laid gently on the cold floor beneath the sealed room that had swallowed the truth. Jonah watched as they took him away, calm, almost relieved. Lena stood alone after everyone left. She finally understood. The red thread wasn't a marker, it was a countdown. Each knot marked a name, a case ignored, a death brushed aside. Eli Carter was only the first thread pulled loose. In Jonah's house, they found a list, dozens of names, some crossed out, some circled, some with question marks. Not all killers use knives. Some use patience. Some use memory. As the basement lights shut off, Lena felt the weight of it all. The city would never feel clean again. Some bodies don't stay still, because the truth never does. And once it starts moving, it never stops.
If you like this type of content, don't forget to like, share, and comment if you have an idea, thoughts, or theory, and subscribe for more.